Now I updated my settings. I'm not sure. Yeah, I assume you can hear me now. Is that better? Yeah, all right. Thank you for confirming. I'm sorry, my setup is sometimes missing stuff out because my headset is Bluetooth, so it disconnects and it changes the settings. I'm not very professional apparently. So yeah, I was going over the save since I haven't played it in 3 weeks. I was saying that we are decently powerful, at peace with people. We have some room for expansion to the east if we can get there first. There's probably another city site here. Assyria is up north. There might be room to go very far away on an island to fight Vandals, but that would take quite a few ships. We cannot go through the north toward here without, even with ships, I'm now realizing, unless we get peace with Assyria, because this is a mountain tile, so we cannot go there. We have to funnel through this mountain pass if we go there. We are decently powerful. In terms of tech pass, I was saying we are up to citizenship. We might go scholarship jurisprudence for the science explosion, quite regular play. We could go machinery for the goods boost, which would probably help us nab the final wonders as well. We have architecture for reduction in cost. I'm not too sure why we are going council in the capital, because we have, I think we have all the civics we want. I'm not entirely sure. We have citizens. We don't have the food to start specialists though. So maybe that's what we are looking at the moment. I think a caravan might do us good. We are cunning, so we can make caravans. And yeah, I'll send these units toward Thessalonic that we are busy connecting. We are close to connecting these 3 cities via this road network, so these 2, and then this one once we complete this final road as well. We are pushing hoplite. We could start Citadel as soon as we have the stone, but we probably want to prioritize the final wonders that we could get. We're going to complete one next turn. The Cothod is still unbuilt. But we do not have a strong city on the coast yet. I suppose we have the capital, so we could potentially. So yeah, with that in mind, probably our best bet is to go machinery to get the goods boost, possibly even coinage for the money boost, and to send a couple of caravan. We'll get one from Alcasne, we'll get one completing in Pella quite soon as well, to get the money necessary to buy the missing resources. So all right, let's try to go there. You're also a serial restarter. Well, we'll try to complete games on stream, which is a bit better for completion for you viewers, and we tend to export them on YouTube as well. So of course it looks better when the games reach their natural conclusion, I suppose. All right, I'll start this quarry directly. Oh. We have polytheism for more. I want more stone though, because we are wonder hogging at the moment. Let me send these units forward as they will be needed to deal with those invaders. We'll simply repair here. We kind of want to fight these guys, but we would need ranged people, ranged units to do so with some degree of efficiency at the moment because of the river. So I might wait for my Phalangite pair, which is incoming. We have plenty of resources to assign now. So yes, we went legendary quite fast because our capital is a patron's capital. We had 1, 2, and I believe 3 precious resources from the beginning, so that's a plus 75% culture, and we nabbed this spot as well with gold for 4th precious resource a bit later on, buying tiles from the adjacent city. So so Pella is producing a lot of culture. Let's connect these cities as well for the growth, the happiness. In 2 turns we'll be able to finish here as well. That's quite good. Let me look at, yes, we completed Al-Khazni indeed. Much advance of Pella, alright, okay. We have a caravan here. How much for a caravan? Well, 1400 more or less, depending. I'm not sure who we'd want to placate the most. Possibly work on Axum opinions, although if you're fighting someone they may be the easiest. Or to Moria because they're stronger. Yeah, let's send it to Moria. We'll get to find the way to their capital as well, so that will help on the exploration front. Al-Khazni is completed indeed. Let's get yet another quarry. What is this? Shrine of Zeus, okay. And where's my last worker? Alright, so I'm done with the quarries around here. That's 1, 2 shrines? Only 2? No, okay, there's a third one. The Shrine of Athena isn't created yet. But we could get it, and we could get the courthouse's adjacency as well, since we are Greece, and that would be extra civics. Yeah, and I'd say let's go for it. Miletos got its worker. And I think I'll get another one. Alright, so this is a mostly economic turn. As we invested in furthering our resources, looking to nab the remaining wonders. Of course, we have plenty of resources that we haven't sent, so that's also quite a bank. We'll want to do something about that. But we'll wait for Hoplites and the Phalangites to push into the Thracians. We want to consider getting a citadel here as well in Syracuse, which is now strong and can get it, to be able to upgrade our Hoplites to Phalangites too. And yeah, for those who don't know, this is a game on the Glorious, so sort of relaxed settings. A Gallic encampment near Thessaloniki. Yeah, we completed Ambition, so that's here. There's still a Gallic encampment. Oh, right, here. I guess we could go deal with those guys. Yeah, in the meantime, let's just start with the easy ones here. Do I have more idle workers? Yes, I do indeed. It seems I have most of my shrines here. Yeah, Shrine of Hades. Yeah, let's start the citadel. We do want it here. Send this caravan to Well, I guess to Assyria. Let's find out about their capital. And we have a few events. Statue of Dionysos, an extra worker. Yeah, I'll pick the extra worker. Opinions are doing fine, thank you, but we can push it a little bit better, I suppose. A little bit further. Let's go for our sages, I would say. Preload divine rule, I don't really want that. Yeah, I'll just help Zenobia get even better. 7 wonders is easily enough, that's already in progress actually. Legendary improvements, I don't know yet. 5 legendary cities is much longer. Let's just pick this ambition. And alright, let's look at our worker tasks. Do I delay because we are in a wonder push? I suppose. Yes, a little bit more. Do we have the Shrine of Wisdom somewhere? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's start our courthouse. And yet another quarry, I suppose. Here our Shrine of Athena is in progress. Let's start our courthouse as well, I suppose. And alright, Pella might get another caravan, probably a few more since we have awesome growth, so we'll get a lot of money instead of focusing purely on resources, and that should pay for our next coming wonders. Alright, we have completed our opulence in Lictos. We have very decent growth with a pair of granaries and farmers. We'd want another granary up here, but we're not there yet. Okay, I don't have that much stone. Alright, I should stop spending it, I suppose. That's a bit the reason there. And we need more food too. Alright, I'll just get the treasury in the meantime. Repair damage is complete. We don't need to repair damage that much more here. But okay, maybe we want to send some reinforcement one way or another toward this southern front. Yeah, let's send these guys. They are steadfast. They would help deal with tribespeople. Or they would be suited to that, I suppose. And alright, let's send our hoplites down south too. And move back to our territory with this guy, I suppose. And I'd like to heal as well. I'll buy an order to do that. For food, we'd want husbandry actually, because we are still missing out on that, and we have quite a few opportunities for pastures, especially in this city. Plenty of events. Culture in Nineveh, really? This guy could owe me a favor. How valuable is that? I mean, it's 54. I think I'm just picking the XP. I don't really want to send them culture. I don't really want to spend my wood that way. Alright. I'll take the wisdom. We are lacking a bit in research. Could declare war on Hatti, or just fund the rebels, or betray the rebels. I think we are funding the rebels. I'm happy with them having some problems, but I don't really want to go very far. We could have a tribute from the Vandals. Yeah, fine. That's okay. We could allow a slanderous poem and get 2 charisma for it. Yeah, I guess. 4 legitimacy is not too expensive for 2 charisma. We could start an ambition to build the Kothon, so no, we are tied down to that. What would it take to build the Kothon? We don't have the stone quite yet. All right, so our city is now connected. I don't think I'm killing them in one go. Yeah, all right, so I might as well. Right, that's still the most efficient. Kill that guy. All right. We want to check what's happening here. We have our hoplites. It will still take 6 turns to be able to upgrade them. So is that very efficient to be fighting here? I guess we can afford it. Can just have an adjacent unit for a little bit more damage and push them back. They'll gain a little bit of XP while we are getting closer to actually dealing with these guys. And let's keep working on quarries. And let's keep our caravan diplomacy up as well. Alright, we are getting plenty of iron from these spots. I also want the granaries to keep boosting our farmer enhanced farmed. And we do want wood. I don't think I'm putting a lumber mill here ever, so let's get 40 wood there. And yeah, I guess I'll keep pushing caravans in Pella. We'll pay for our specialists once we are secure on the Wonder front, since we took some commitments on that subject. And where's my last worker? Yeah, indeed, I was already giving them orders. So we could get the Kothon in Lictos, or we could get it in Pella. We'll see about that soon enough, I suppose. Alright, and we have this guy here. We might want them on the northern frontier. Yeah, in case we have to deal with raids from the sea, I suppose. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, we got our phalangites. Our families are converting a little bit randomly. Police would get us toward getting wood. Yes. And by that I mean it's on the way to... I think I'm picking the stone. We are not quite racing, but not far from it. Spending civics, spending training, or just getting XP. I think spending training is sits better with me. Alright, we are connected here. Let's occupy this nice forest. And let's kill this idiot. Alright. We do want... I'm not sure if we need a road going up here, since we have a connection via this river. What would it take? So this is a patron's walker. And I suppose we want to send them toward the capital. Oh, this could take a pasture as well. Alright, I didn't realize. Yeah, let's keep getting quarries in the meantime. I think I want to go toward the capital. I'll be able to start an additional wonder in the not too distant future. So let's make a road on my way. Let's check what it would take to start the Shitorgar at the moment. So yeah, not quite doable yet, but I kind of want to keep an eye on it. And if I want to start the cotton, we almost can. Yeah, let me spend some iron and do it. We have an ambition for it, so we want to make sure, we want to secure this wonder. And since it's only a strong one, there's probably a bit more competition than for um, the legendary ones. And I think I want to start shrine here. I'm not sure in which direction yet, though. Possibly here. And yeah, let's start with the shrine of Zeus for the civics. Civics is always nice. I really want to pile up my walkers, but that's not allowed yet. The shrine is going to complete. We have improved all our quarries spot. I think I'll just make a mine here. That might be silly. Maybe I want to... Yeah, alright. Expose this unit and an attack here instead with my last remaining orders. So we made plenty of units here. Kinda want a specialist, but we don't have the money, not yet. Let's just do council for this turn. And we should really spend the turn assigning all our resources to push for culture even more. That's a lot of orders we need to do that. Sandstorm, alright, police. This guy died. The prince is ahead of the family. Intolerant, alright. Still, they are friendly to us now, so I suppose they are nicely intolerant, or they are intolerant but not of us. I'm hesitant to do that, that might be quite risky. 9 and 9, alright, I'm not quite killing. But close enough, I suppose. We have this warrior to finish the kill. Let's do it. Alright, this is not going anywhere I want to go, but this is fast, at least. And husbandry will still help us get food. We don't have much of that. Let's have a religion spread, why not? Slums and a citizen. Where would we put slums in this city? Well, I suppose on the coastline. Alright. Oh, we could override a building. Well, I don't want to do that, but okay. Yeah, I think we are going into them. Let's send my next hoplite. I'm not going to upgrade them very soon. The sandstorm is doing a number on our resource protection and especially food. Let's heal. This is a courthouse. We have all our baths. We have all our audience and theaters. I kind of want a garrison for the orders, but I don't really have the room for it at the moment. I suppose I could simply use those urban tiles. I do have all my baths. So yes, that's definitely something I could do. And if I'm putting the Shitoga here, I want to start farms as well. So let me see, that would be courthouse ministry. Alright, let's just put a mine here so that we get the wood as well. Send the caravan to Moria, which is quite profitable. Yeah, and get this guy closer to our city center, I suppose. That's where I was going with that. Well, we kind of want to get more mines. Sort of. It's not a super huge priority, but still matters. And we don't really have nice farmland. I guess I'll simple cut some trees. They will have time to regrow before I become able to make do we have a nice general to assign? Yes, we have this Zealot. Yeah, they are quite strong. That will work. Alright, Bella is done with its caravan. Let's get yet another one. Treasury is completed, Lictos. What do we want to do? Possibly get this fisher, I'm not sure. Oh, this is a money fisher. Okay, not extra food. That's not great for food. This is one of those rare cases where I care about the food more because of our horrible deficit than about the growth, which is usually my focus. I think I want the forum. Yeah, alright. And let's go with that. Yeah, it's a nasty sandstorm. It's most of our empire at the moment, unfortunately. Aksum declares war on Assyria. Interesting. Okay. We are severely ill. We might become a builder very soon. Alright, let's protect and heal this guy. Let's get some XP here. And yeah. Yeah, we should be okay there. Sandstorm is over. Alright. Let's pack our hoplites in. Oh, okay, no, we have just enough damage, I think, to clear the camp. Let's take the resources, actually, that's quite helpful. I'm saying actually because often the free unit, instant unit, and that is the more desirable pick. Yeah, Hati is just worth a nice amount of money, so... And we have another caravan as well, let's send another one. Not quite sure what I'm doing with this guy. I suppose getting shrines. Well, we are saving our stone, so maybe not. Yeah, let's wait a bit. Alright, so I'll just get the mine. We are still very far from having the money it takes to develop that. Yeah, wonders are not going to get here. This guy is here for me to try to guess when we might be able to start the hill fort, the Shitorga. Let's just cut this wood. And send some reinforcement, or start at least. I should be able to resist. My units are quite beefy with the bonus from applied adjacency. I will confess that I didn't compute anything, so that's just a wild guess. Maybe decrease would make sense actually to get the orders I need. Yes, yes. Let's invest in a decree. Or I suppose I could go for the forum and double down on the civics first. Let's do that. Here I don't want to be spending civics, so that will be council, and we'll see where we go. Yeah, we should accrue a very decent amount of money through our caravans, and of course the diplomacy is nice as well. This will placate our neighbors. Moria declares war on Ati, so that's fantastic. Everyone's at war with everyone. We are doomed. That's also good news. We are going to be a builder soon, unless my descendant died while I was looking elsewhere. Apparently they did not, so that's nice. Alright, I'm going to pick Herbalist and Heal, just to be fresh here. Alright, the amount is decreasing as we are accruing some stone. I sort of want to get the last... well, if I'm doing anything, I'm getting the next building here and even in my capital, so let's... I keep spending spending stone, but it's for a good cause. This said, I will still inevitably end up missing out on the wonders if I keep doing that. So I have to put a stop to that at one point. All right. With that in mind, let's get a few more quarries again. Yes. This guy should heal, and we will start the pastures as well soon. Since we now have the tech, we do not have a pasture to build here, however. Yeah, well, I suppose I'm simply sending reinforcement then. Why? Oh, okay, because he's on the other side of a river. I see, I see. Alright, let's occupy the spot. Clean up this guy. I will want a settler, but we still don't have food, so that will be costly at best. Oh, the Colosseum is getting close to complete now. Which means which is also a bad sign. It means sorry about that. It means I haven't focused too much on getting my last wonder. Yeah, this is the theater. It'll take a little bit of time. Alright, so I'll still cut some trees. I will still have some lumber mills to start early on, but we might very soon be able to pile up our workers and accelerate things considerably. So let's get ready to make use of that. As we are doomed, so presumably next turn or soon after that, if not, we will be able to accelerate the completion of our workers, of our wonders, and also get workers for cheap. So let's get ready for that. Well, we just completed a few workers, so that's not maybe the best. Okay, money flowing in, and sorry, I'm a bit under the weather, so sorry about that. I'm not always managing to mute in time, so I hope I didn't deafen too many of you. Alright, good news, we are dead. Mythology has been established, which makes Zoroastrianism quite desirable for us. Because we have quite a few shrines, we adopted polytheism and quite a bit, so mythology makes our shrines better, make them generate more culture, so that's quite good. Our ambition is a legacy, well, too bad, but that was predictable. Alright, we are now Crateros, we are intolerant, which is horrible, but we are also a little bit wiser, apparently. Let's just get the culture just because it's cheap. No longer a rising star, no bitter. Well, Governor Zenobia, where are you? In Philippi. Well, I don't really care that much, I must admit. Alright, we are a builder. So we don't quite have the money yet to start the Chitorga. We got our orders, so let's see. We lose out on a bit of civics, but we kind of want the XP. We want the improvements to be a little bit faster to produce as well, and we do really want to be done with our wonders. So let's use that. Be done with our ministry as well. Get the benefit. While we are speaking of civics, so I will mostly use my workers when where applicable to accelerate my my development. And this site we might finally want to clear, but we are not quite ready to do that yet. Right, let's get the pasture. And here we are probably starting this next turn, I imagine. So I'll have to refrain from spending more stone on projects. Right this moment, sorry. So I guess I'll just conceal to make sure I have the money to do what I need to do. Yeah, let's do that everywhere. Very simple way to play. I could probably optimize that a little bit more, but I don't really need to at the moment. So that's why I'm opting for these choices at the moment. I want this guy to be available to start the Chitorga next turn, so I'm happy with them here. I would like a hero general if I can find one to be able to heal this guy in the field, but that doesn't seem to be an option at the moment, so I'll simply stay here. And well, I suppose commander is awesome because I will use this adjacency anyway, so I might as well play double with that. Alright, I have plenty of resources. I guess I'm just going to do OCC-like and just pile up luxuries in Pella. That doesn't have a very crazy effect. Pella is already legendary, of course. Silk as well. And Ebony. Alright, so I'm sending everything to the city. Of course, I still have a few more. My leader is assigned. Let's see if it's worth influencing someone. Well, probably. Alright, let me try that. Yeah, 200 money we can certainly afford. Alright, completed caravan. The patriarch has died of Greek paganism. Alright. Oh, the pagan are from upset to pleased, so since our queen is now the matriarch. Okay, we could spread the Austrianism and adopt it as a state religion. What's our state religion at the moment? We don't have one, I believe. Not the right screen. I mean, everyone adopted mythology. How many cities do we have with a religion? 3. Well, that's decent. And we don't have to pay and it's spread to a 4th one. Well, I guess. They have negative opinion of us, but that would resolve a little bit. Sure. Alright, there's still autonomous rule there. Yeah, let's take it back. So we'll have rebels to deal with, but that shouldn't be too hard. This points towards scholarship, this points toward vaulting. We could get the religion, and I suppose vaulting is quite nice. I'm pretty sure we already... Well, yes, we do have architecture for sure, so we could get there quickly enough. And this is starting to look like a very decent ambition win. I guess we're quite sure about this. We're getting the research as well. That will help us a little bit as we dipped, losing on the wisdom of our previous leader. Lumber mills will be welcome, so let's get toward there. So, all right. These guys are coming up because we are trying to gain control of the city, and that spawned quite a few rebels. I don't really want to send my spearmen. These two guys should be enough. So I'll be content with that. Let's see if we can start our wonder. We definitely can. Alright. So there we go. I think that's it. All the wonders are at least started. If we want more, we'll have to conquer them. Colosseum should finish next turn. Let's accelerate the Cotton. That's the next one for our ambition. This worker is done. We need just one turn to complete the ministry. Let's go there. Let's keep working slowly on more stone, even if the value is going to not be quite as huge now that we are done with the wonders essentially, but we'll still want projects and improvements and all sort of things that are costly. Let's get Disciple, another one. We don't have Zoroastrianism here yet, but we do have a Citadel, so we can get a Phalangite. Let's do that. More Council? I'm not so sure. A quick worker. Workers are cheap these days because we are now a builder. So let's get a couple of them on top of what we have. I'll get the worker and a disciple after that. And with that in mind, what are we doing with our resources here? Not much at all. I suppose I could push the culture of our sage seeds with silk. And we don't know what to do with our literature. Let's get some here, and we'll see what we do with our last resource next turn, I suppose. We do want a settler at one point. Yeah, but we'll have to buy it, so that will be quite expensive. It looks like we are decently coasting to victory. There's not much doubt that we are getting there. We are at the top of the leaderboard in terms of points. Completed one of our wonders, so we are 6 and 7. Our ambition is looking good. We are getting cognomen out of that as well. We could become mourning and gain a point of discipline. We could get 10 orders. I think I'm going to gamble. Yeah, because our heir is our sister and also a builder, I'm going to take mourning for the XP more than anything. That's some additional legitimacy here. Religious demands, right? Do I really care? Or important are they? They are 57. The truth is I don't really care. Alright, the Duke is going to study philosophy. Foreign fighters, eh? Plus 20% training, that's awesome. The Colosseum will give us a lot of base training. Of course, we haven't even started on our barracks, so we are not being very consistent or focused there, but we'll get there. Let's get the forum. We need to deal with our food problem at one point. Yeah, let's accelerate this Gothon a little bit more. In 2 turns it'll be done. The ministry as well. And we have a few idle workers here, so that will be a bit faster. Let's just heal our worker. We'll soon be able to get... Oh, I should be dealing with that with some more priority as well, I suppose. Alright, let's do it this way. Oh, Herbalist is quite tempting. We have a disciple. I think we are going to establish religions, theologies, are we? We have plenty of civics. And they're going to like us a lot better. We can get more disciples on the cheap. So that's definitely an option. Alright, let's kill this guy. Let's start dealing with this one. We are going to gain more orders from these pastures soon enough. Let's start the next one. Where do we stand with Bath here? I think we want to start to work on roading up here. I guess I'll start the Bath then. If we have the money for it, yes we do. Because I'll get the road for free essentially, and I can accelerate that to get the road much quicker with the ability to stack workers, of course. Alright, caravans arrived. Okay, we sort of want... This is meant to be a secondary military site, right? As a champion spot. So let's start a pair of barracks. Yeah, get this pasture started. If we had wood, which is not the case. Alright, so let's undo that. Let's get some short-term wood right now. And get that pasture started at least. Accelerate a little bit the completion of the Heliopolis. We really want our shrines now because Heliopolis is orders per shrine, which is, well, still the strongest wonder in the game. I think there's not that much debate about it to be had. With that, I just want shrines, if I can even pronounce it. So yeah, I think this means I make this shrine here, and I want to complete it in the not too distant future. So I'll pile up 2 more workers there. Accelerate this palace a little bit. And let's see, what are these guys doing? I kinda want that for my sage spot. Gnosticism, I guess I'm lacking research, but I'm also lacking orders. And temples would be awesome, but I'm quite far from orthodoxy still. And we said we are going for scholarship. Once we are done with dilly-dallying in the tech tree, we'll still want the resource boost though. So, alright. I'll adopt the theology. Send yet another caravan to Assyria in this context. Yeah, and I think buying an order to send this guy, accelerate the completion of the Heliopolis is worth it too. So let's do that. Alright, we got our disciple out. Yeah, let's pile up the civics. Oh. Alright, and I haven't done that, so that's quite bad. And let me check here. Okay, I wasn't attacked, so I'll first deal with these unseemly rebels. And Philippi will repair itself. The city is going to get attacked and be more damaged than that, so I'm not just repairing for... Well, actually, it's missing 4 hit points, so there's not much to argue against there. Alright, next turn. I think I want to go back with these guys. Yeah, before they die, for instance. Alright, revelation. Okay, we kinda want it then. For the orders. The Cothon is completed, awesome. This guy converts. Okay. I don't even know who that is. The food is actually valuable. Let me check. Yeah, the food is valuable. I will get it. So this particular tech is not always worth taking, especially if you get there early in the game and typically don't require much food. But it's very valuable from where we stand, so let's get there. Let's check Philippi. So yeah, we repaired damage, but we still need to do that. In Miletos, we completed a walker. I suppose we want this guy. I'm going to pay for it, yes. Because this will be good farmland as well to solve our food issue, and the food from the rancher will be valuable as well, and we get an additional one. So I think this one guy is well worth. The asking price. All right, let's get the quarry here. All right, and this is all good. All right, I don't have the right walker, or do I? I do here to start a lumber mill, and I want it completed soon. Where do we stand here? Okay, I'm risking it, killing this guy here. This guy is a liability, might die from from my move, from what I just did. But I am taking the risk. Alright, and I want to complete this second lumber mill right now, so I'll pile up another guy. We'll get the Heliopolis and a bit better order economy next turn. We haven't massively invested into shrines, so that will take a bit more effort to pay out, but it will pay out. Alright, and I'm going to complete that guy as well. We'll want to put Pella on decrease from next turn on, so and probably on repeat decrease as well. So let's get there. Yeah, that guy died. Alright, that's unfortunate. Well, unfortunate. I was an idiot to try it, so that's a logical consequence of my actions, I'm afraid. Yeah, maybe let's prioritize the lumber mill, since we are hurting for wood to make farms, which we also need to do because we are hurting for food, even more than wood, actually. I'm not going to change that. The Duke is... well, it doesn't look that great at the moment, so I don't care. Let's take the charisma on the ambassador. Yeah, let's start with the pasture. Alright, so we are generating a little bit of wood now, but still nothing great. So let's start the next pair. Let's start and complete if we can. As soon as next turn, the next set of lumber mills here. And this one too, if we can. Let me see what I would need to do here. Well, let's go back, try to upgrade our applieds. Complete the Shitara. We are going to make poor farms around that just for the training. So I'm going, so I don't know if everyone is familiar with this shortcut, but as shown here, you can put a build on repeat if you deem it desirable. Here, I really want orders more than anything, so I'm going to put decrease on repeat. And without prompting me, it will keep making decrease turn after turn until I explicitly give contradictory instructions. So that can be a bit of a trap, because of course you might forget that this is going on, but and if you wanted to be prompted to do something else, well, you might just not cycle through a city, but that's a useful shortcut, where here what I want is orders, 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 to be able to use all the workers I have, and also make a descent inroad toward the Thracians and the spots that remain free on the map to get a few more victory points. Alright, free load tolerance, but we are neither compassionate nor gracious, so we cannot do that. We can disappoint somewhere an oligarch, an old oligarch. Well, I don't care. Yeah, I'll pick the legitimacy. That's quite fine, my opinions are awesome anyway. Enfin, the family opinions I meant. Alright, we are now finally positive on wood, not by much though. Let's still get more stone. It's not going to remain valuable for very long, but we have a lot of improvements to make, so I suppose it will still have some value for some time. Let's get shrines now. On that note, as every shrine is half an order, so one of the best improvements we can even get. I'm not sure what I want here. Possibly a specialist. Well, I might even wait for jurisprudence from where I stand. But it's still a bit of a ways away, so certainly not a short-term play. To say the least. Alright. Okay, let's grab this wood. And start a pair of farms. They are adjacent to two pastures, so quite efficient as farms go. And we do need food, so I will want to start additional farms around the Shitoga. I'm going to pay for them. I would like this guy to be around to get it a little bit more efficiently. And because of that, I'm going to send another worker to take their place. This wonder provides training per farm, per adjacent farm, so that's what I'm working toward at the moment. Yeah, let's keep getting back. I should have resolved all my orders. I could pillage a barrack, gain some opinion, gain some growth in my champion cities. Well, I guess I can easily affirm the civics, so let's do it. Could exile my ambassador? Ah. That's a bit rash. Who do I have as candidate? Well, no one really great, if I'm honest. I suppose this guy is decent, but the opinions of my patrons don't really need the help. Well, I suppose I don't really have to care at the moment. I really don't like having negative religious opinion from ambassadors though. Alright, I'll see if someone better is coming. 2 happiness level. Yeah, well, I'll buy it, alright. Oh, okay, I'm not joined up, so yeah, I shouldn't project too much about that. Oh, yeah, I don't have all my shrines in this city, so I might as well start one. Yep. Because shrines are awesome, of course. Yeah, I kind of want to still have a worker around, but they don't really have something to do at the moment. I'll still keep one of those. We got a forum, we got everything. What would be the spot? I suppose a champion spot that would be decent. Yeah, but yeah, well, I don't know. Let's get a settler in the meantime. I need it no matter what. So if it's not the right family, that's still nice. Yeah, I suppose I should explain that. So I don't know if you know, but if you found a city with a settler from the same family, you get a free citizen out of it. So that's slightly more efficient when you are settling cities. A nice little bonus. Estranged, but better opinion from the Arjihad. Well, I don't need it, as I was saying. Abalis Carpenter educated. I'd prefer Frugal actually. Bishop Metradora. Yeah, okay. 3 heated baths, 3 universities. That means 3 legendary cities. Are we going there? I suppose we could. But that would take quite a bit of effort. I don't really want to lose my little attributes for that though. 3 universities, well, I would need rivers to do that, so I'm not sure. I'm going for scholarship. Alright, let's pick a random ambition. That's not without risks, of course. But still working at the moment. Okay, let's get yet another quarry. That should be the final one. We have incredible stone production at the moment. Let's get the garrison. We still need the 2 guys here. Can we complete that in 1 turn? Probably. Can I want to start the farm here? Yes. Alright. We still need additional shrines here, so I guess I'm getting one there. Settler is coming down. We are still missing out on food. Let's get the forum though. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that guy. No forest has grown back up yet. Well, none of the forest I care about, I should say. Yeah, I'm cutting that down and putting a road there. Alright, this disciple is not doing very much at the moment. But I suppose I could still improve opinions. That's not really worth it though. At one point we'll go monasticism and this guy will have a job. But that's not true yet. Do I want to send a simple warrior to stand there? Maybe that's not too risky. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Let's send a spearman. That would work well enough. We now have plenty of orders and I don't really need decrease anymore, so I'm going to get back to more random protection maybe, or simply the Master Doctor to help with our research. We are still negative on food, but that's going to improve as we get the rancher, additional space for farms, and additional ranchers as well along the coastline, maybe even the crabs. That should help. We should be able to have a nice little area to produce food from here. And we finally have too many orders. Or at least many orders. I don't know about too many yet. I suppose I could send literature here as well. Alright, and we are using our resources now. Okay, just clearing up. And I don't know what to do with my orders, which is a shame. Let's influence someone. Like this disappointed pious judge, for instance. Of an oligarch. I suppose I could make a plan to take that Vandal spot now. Our caravans have explored the map for us a little bit, I should mention. Yeah, and I suppose I could be standing on barracks and gaining XP as well. So let's go there and do that. Oh, you Thracians are coming. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we can see here. Okay, I still want to upgrade that guy, so I'll just heal for now and use these simple two guys to deal with that. Legendary culture achieved in Pella? Well, I mean legendary 2 at this point. Yes. We could make a courtier out of Augustine. Add a Christian monastery. Well, I quite like this idea. Where do we put it? I don't believe we have a single growth resource in Pella anyway. I mean, we could try to expand toward there, but we want the tiles adjacent to... Sorry. We want these two tiles because they're adjacent to the hill fort to be farms. So we'll start that right now, actually. And yeah, see about getting additional shrines, I suppose, in Syracuse. And we'll get the pasture too. That's an easy way to make progress on our orders. Yeah, and I'll use these guys to do that a bit quicker. Alright, yes, forests are regrowing up north, or they are starting, so we might want to send some of those workers back up. Yeah, our worker is busy here. Let's send our swordsman toward the Thracian, deal with this menace. And get our farms going. We wanted a road here too, so let's get that. And yeah, we are talking about shrines around here. So this one will want courthouses and everything. I don't think we're going up to mountains, so we might as well get our Shrine of Hades wherever. I'll accelerate a little bit the completion of this garrison. Alright, we are missing out on orders again. So let's get back to getting a decree in the capital to help us, well, use our units. We have plenty of stone, however, so we can spend on projects if we want to. Do we want to, though? That's not so clear. That's a bit slow. Let's get simple treasury. Oh, walls. I suppose we'll want the happiness anyway here, and we are going to stay on the border. Oh, we don't have a citizen. Okay, I see. All right, let's get from first then. I think I'm going to march next turn, just to not have to keep my plight here. Yeah, let's do that. Mutual benefits. Oh, assault elephant. Well, I suppose we do have to buy the food then. Oh, we are positive on food for the first time in a long time. But we are going to spend an insane amount of it for a unique unit from someone else. We could buy a lot of resource. We could gain Lictos and Pella. Alright, Pella doesn't need a culture, but Lictos being legendary helps us get our universities quickly, so let's do that. Being warlike is very nice with both Shitalga and our culture. Alright, plenty of civics. I don't really need it. The Nacolite is nice. Yes, we don't need the stone. Excellent, so quite a powerful series of events here. This guy I want to upgrade to a Phalangite. This is done. And we have another Phalangite coming up. Excellent, so this is the expeditionary force to deal with the Thracians, I suppose. Yes, we are on serfdom, so we don't have the opportunity to just buy the tile. But I might want to put a shrine here, no matter the shrine, just to gain access to this farm. No matter the shrine, I mean, no matter which one, of course. I think I want to be done with that, so I'm ready to march for it, actually. Yeah, that's our elephant done here. Let's get ready to get additional lumber mills up here. We ideally want a sage worker to assist with that. This one could be started by patron one. Well, let's get them started right now, actually, both with the right family worker, while I'm bothering to micromanage that. Going to complete the pasture. Might even get another rancher up here for both for the food and everything else. We can still get another shrine here. All these tiles are hills, so this is the last spot where I can really do that. What I said is completely wrong. This is not the last spot. I can do that, but it's slightly more efficient in the sense that this is a flatland spot, so a bit cheaper, a bit quicker to do it with my worker there. I think I'm going to let these phalanxes hang around here. Let's send this caravan to do something. Maybe try to placate the opinions of Hati. Apparently they are angry at us. We've completed a phalangite. I think we want another one, or maybe we want... I think we just want a settler here, and we want it now. So let's just buy one. It's easy and it's nice. All right, and we got elephants as well. So we'll upgrade them. soon enough if we can find the training. Scholarship soon, we'll want to put a lot of priority on getting our libraries, academies, and universities quickly, because we need 3 legendary. We also need 4 academies. So if we're going there, we want to do that quickly while we are a worker builder and can accelerate that. They are not at peace. Okay, Hurricane in Lictos, and I am blessed. Excellent. I do love being blessed. Let's opt for a judge here. Pella can get another decree. Orders are really the most important thing at the moment. I think we want this guy here. We'll settle with champion settler actually. And yeah, we'll simply road along the way. Alright, our workers are walking, as can be somewhat expected, I suppose. We got our last shrine here. Let's get our farm. Yeah. This worker could do what? Amphitheater, courthouse. I suppose I could push culture here. I'm quite far from legendary, but I could accelerate that by quite a bit by just simply assigning resources. Even better if I had a fair, but yeah, but I don't think that update is live on main yet. Fair at strong, I mean. Let's just get the courthouse. That's just randomly good. Okay, not that many opportunity for pastures. I suppose I'm just going back up toward the coastline, as we'll have opportunity to use our workers to speed up our food production, which we are working on here in the northwest, sorry. Yeah, that's not that awesome because it's not enough to complete stuff, but that's decent, I suppose. And what can we get as additional shrines? We have 1, 2, 3. We still have 1 to get. I suppose I'll just use it to push up in terms of territory, the Shrine of Poseidon. Complete that next turn as well for the orders. So as you can see, I'm just piling up on orders, not really converting to research, but scholarship will accelerate that when I get there, and I'll try to make a big push toward jurisprudence then, and then I will have the research. We are gearing up toward an ambition victory. We have almost, well, we have 7 ambitions completed and 2 more to do. These 2 ambitions are conditioned on getting scholarship to be able to start this chain of improvements. And having 3 legendary cities. So we have 2 legendary cities at the moment. The best candidate to get another legendary one might actually be Syracuse, even if that's a champion city and not with particular bonuses that are suited toward that. But still, that because the city already has accumulated some culture, it's a decent spot to gain even more. With that in mind, I'll start an amphitheater with a wrong family worker, but we will be able to compensate for that quite easily anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. I suppose I will repair my shrine immediately. I don't have to wait. This Fisher as well should be improved soon. Alright, let's heal that guy. Let's send my phalangites toward their coming conquests as well. Alright, 1 more of these. I think I'm going to push a little bit more tech, and yet another settler maybe? Yeah, I think I'm pushing another settler. So we're going to deal with the Thracians with a bit more vigor in the coming turns. And we'll want to settle those spots as we free them for the victory points mostly. Alright, we got our disciple here. I'm not looking at the right city. I think I'll just get another one, a boring choice. But when we'll get to monasticism, we'll want to be making up our monasteries and then eventually our temples or cathedrals, if and when we get there very quickly. And if we can do that while we are still a builder, we can stack up disciples to be efficient at it. So that's what I have in mind here. All right, I'll settle my champion city here. And let me try to accelerate the development, the movement of my units here. So that's our phalangites up there. Yeah, I don't have enough phalangites to get them up, but we will produce some more. Send additional workers as well. I believe here we'll want a granary. These are not very great farms, but they are still farms. Let's accelerate our amphitheater while we are at it. Yeah, not enough workers to make as many roads or as quickly as I'd like. No more. Yeah, well, no new forests have sprouted. I suppose I'm just going to anchor here to be able to link up around the mountains up here. I will want this frontier soon enough. I'm not ready to get it yet, so let's just cut these trees, get a road, and get a shrine, I suppose. That's something we haven't started here, but will be quite valuable, of course, as all shrines are extremely valuable in our position with the Heliopolis. We've got our last shrine here. We are a builder, right? So we can also do that. I sort of forgot. Which is quite efficient. And yeah, I'll just get farms on these nice freshwater and pasture adjacent tiles. Do I have what it takes to upgrade this guy? Yes, I do. Alright, let's move up and upgrade. Pressing the Alt key to automatically buy the missing resources. I think more decrees are in order. Scholarship in 2 turns, I'd like that to be a bit faster, but alas, we do not really have full choice there. Yet another phalangite, and I'll speed it up as well. I want to repair these nets. Oh, we are legendary here, so we can get additional granary. So this has a farmer, this has a farmer, so we will get incredible growth in this spot when we get this 4th granary. And I suppose we could get an additional one in Pelano as well, since we are legendary too, so we could get 4 potentially. Maybe one here could make sense. Tribal alliance with the Coals. An exotic pick on turn 87. But I suppose it makes some form of sense. I suppose I'll get my cold bath. Or simply a courthouse for the civics. Yeah, let's get that. And stone is very cheap to me now, so very easy to argue for. Let's toggle, get the additional road. We are trying to link up here. I think the city center should be here. Can we get there? Yes. Alright. 3 XP. Nice. A poetic petition. Well, yeah, stone is cheap by this time, so we can definitely offer some. They're not going to compete for wonders or anything. We've grabbed everything there was to grab, so that is quite fine. Scholarship next turn. I suppose we want our palace now. That's not the right family worker though. Let's start our granary and let's start our palace and make sure we'll be done next turn. Well, we'll be done with the granary for sure. That's one thing. And with the palace probably a bit later, but in the not too distant future still. That is going to complete 2. I think in Syracuse we actually won the farmer. Do we though? We might just want to push culture. Well, let's get the next phalangite. That's easily affordable. Okay, let's get these guys closer to a position where I could threaten this spot and potentially settle it, because we will still be missing some victory points, so we want to work toward that. Kill that guy, because that's close to 3 from where we stand. Yeah, I think that's a decent turn already. Right, we have our forum. We want our next rancher for more food. In Lictos, we got our second archive. I think we'll wait for our palace to get an elder specialist directly. Yeah, it makes some sense to me. Yeah, sure, let's get the next level of archive. I'm not too sure what kind of ambitions we're going to get. Because those ones are already a bit tough. Alright, still on consolidation. Monasticism, I think, is the next target from there. We have a rising star, Avicenna, alright. Not familiar with his name in English, I suppose. I could even become Pius, alright. Let's have him serve as a governor where? In Syracuse? Well, that's fine to me. We'll see what they do when they level up. But I'm okay with it at the moment. In Philippi, I suppose I will want another worker yet. Alright, so we have 2 shrines. We should still get 2 more. I'll just go for the next one. Actually, an easy pick. How valuable would be this farm? Well, I suppose that's decent actually. We are still hurting for food, so I do want to pay attention to that. Oh, game! Alright, I hadn't quite realized, but I'll get the road first anyway. So this city is now connected. Let me just deal with this idiot. Oh, local aesthetic. Well, okay. The next Phalangite is going in this direction. There were Thracians coming from there. So, all right, we found them. This is going to be my next sage spot. I'm pretty sure. Let's fund it. All right. So we are costing up in terms of victory point. We could gain 3 Christian disciples, and the oligarch would become vengeful against us. Remove ongoing persecution. Well, I'm just going to take that. I don't care that much about the oligarch. We are getting monasticism in 3 turns, so we will be able to do stuff with Christianity. Alright, let's move our settler up a little bit. As we are moving toward I suppose I want a worker from the family here. I'll actually start with the farm, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to mute in time, but I'm not the best at this kind of coordination, it turns out, so I hope I didn't deafen too many of you. Coughing and sneezing in the microphone, and I'm sorry about that. Alright, Axum, I guess I'm sending it to Assyria again this time. If we are fighting in this direction, let's send the swordsman there. We'll get our decree in 2 turns. What kind of shrines can we get? We have 1, we have 2, 3. Okay, we can still get the Shrine of Attila. Let's do that. Alright, I'm sorry. Thank you, Arknodok. But yeah, I'm sorry for the mute mistake. I'm afraid I'm still sort of a noob with streaming, even after all these years. I'm very bad at it. Alright, so I completely forgot what I was planning to do. I wanted to make our libraries as quickly as possible, and we are already a bit late with that. These are all hills, so they are slow. This tile is decently quick because it's flat. So let's get our library done. I have just enough workers here. I would like 2 more to complete here. Well, we'll have to wait for next turn to be able to do something really solid with that, I'm afraid. Let's complete the shrine so that we have a bit more room for expansion here soon enough. And here, courthouses and stuff, I suppose. Well, we are going to be, I suppose, with all our shrines and all our religions, we are actually pumping culture quite efficiently, so that may be a bit of what's happening there, and I should definitely spread my religion toward this city. So actually I'll send one of the, yes, Christianity as mythology, so that's actually awesome culture. as would be Zoroastrian disciple. So I should be making a disciple to send that way to get the culture to be able to complete my ambition. So I'll interrupt the decree production for a couple of disciples early on. I'll get an additional one soon from Atalaya as well. Alright, and here I want worker, I suppose. Let's go there. And alright, I suppose about higher level strategy, what the hell I'm doing and everything. I should explain a little bit more on these subjects. I suppose what I'm doing is actually looking out for unsettled spots, because that's how you gain victory points. At weak 1 point, but getting from weak to developing, or even from developing to strong, is significantly faster than trying to eke out a legendary 3 from Pella or getting cities to legendary. So you still want quite a few city sites, but it can be a late push. Depending on the difficulty level on the grade, probably all spots would have been settled by this point. But here we are on the Glorious, and believe it or not, that gives us significant leeway and simply time to deal with that. There are still quite a few unsettled, well, spot not settled yet around the map, so there's room to gain more victory points, essentially. All right, I want to spread Christianity to Syracuse. All right, so we are getting a lot more culture already. I'll do that with this guy as well, and you can see this is like visible, right? Because now with 2 mythology religion, each of my shrines produces 4 culture instead of 0, and this one produces natively 2 culture, which is boosted with the adjacency with the volcano, but now it natively produces 6 culture, which is tripled with the volcano. So a lot more culture. Don't underestimate mythology, that's very strong. When you combine it with polytheism, here polytheism was our strategy all along. So this is actually a very powerful combination that we are using here to make progress on that front. To push our city toward legendary. This is not going to take too long now. And we can, of course, still accelerate that further in the coming turns. Yeah, and with that in mind, let me see if I can. I probably don't have enough workers to do that in 1 turn, which is a shame, but somewhat acceptable still. Alright, these guys have done what they needed to do. Nothing to do with my well, no urgency in doing something with that guy. Yeah, because I'd still need 1 more. That's a bit poorly played on my part. Yeah, well, after I get the rancher, so after next turn, I will be able to get more food from around here. We do have a few shrines. I'm going to replace this quarry with a shrine of Hades. As you can see, with once again with mythology religion, this one doesn't even have it, but this shrine is now worth 15 culture, which is awesome. And of course, I don't really need amazing stone protection anymore, so I might as well get the benefit from the shrine. I will not be quite done next turn, but I'll still spend the effort to accelerate that. We are going to get monasticism soon, but we don't have it yet. I would like to start my academy. I'm really not focused at the moment. That's quite bad. Don't play like me. I should have started the academy right away, and as well in the capital, and I haven't done that. So I should be focusing on that significantly more. With that in mind, I'll go back to producing decrees. Or maybe I should just push my civics to get over the 1 decree per turn. Soon enough, yes, that's an elder specialist. Let's get it. The worker is completed. I suppose I'll get, yeah, one more. Here the walls are done. I think I want a few more military units, and I'm going to opt for an onager. Alright, caravans are still arriving in distant countries. Yeah, I'm going to start a hamlet here to be able to urbanize along the coast. I suppose I could just make it a shrine. We don't really need more effort at the moment. That's 2 workers. I only need 1 turn. Well, let's send this guy. Alright, my library is still not completed, but let's be a bit more decisive here and work on our academy more efficiently now. No new riverside forests to improve with lumber mills. Alright, we got everything we needed from here. Let's get 1 more forum. Additional Birim has spawned. Nice. So we are getting our academy. We'll be able to start our university right after that, our first university. But we'll want to make an effort to. Alright, what am I doing with this guy? I suppose I'm finishing this improvement. And we'll want our academy next turn as well. Do we have our everything? Well, not quite, but we can work here for this turn. That is good enough. Alright, let's kill that guy, panic that one. Probably clear that, not quite. Alright, let's use a steadfast one then. And do it. Yeah, let's send people away in chain. That sounds fine to me. Are we even a king if we are not doing that kind of using that kind of governance? Alright, Shrine of Hades, sure. We'll want our worker here. This should be a patron spot, but I don't have a patron settler, and I'm actually fine with that. Because I don't need like a crazy amount of citizens in this spot to make it valuable. I will want farmer soon enough. Do I? Yeah, I suppose I do, but I'll wait for the city to be developing and the ability to rush them out. Yeah, let's speed up our shrines. Once again, we are working on our worker economy because that's our order economy because that's what's going to accelerate our victory the most. We don't need that much research at the moment. We are done with most of it, unless we plan to go on a very late game war, but we have no need for it, so that's not something we are doing in all likelihood. We do have Zoroastrianism, so we don't like need it. but I think we'll want to get monasteries. We want to push culture, and mysticism will gain us additional culture per monasteries as well. So monasteries, instead of being 4 culture, are 8 culture with mysticism, so that's quite nice. And that will help us push Syracuse toward legendary, because that's a gate that will prevent us from getting 3 universities in good time. Yeah, sure, more disciples is fine. Frugal is nice, but I don't really need it. Well, I suppose I'm going to start monasteries soon, so the princess? I'm prisoner? Why? Nope, that's not going to change anything to my opinions anyway. People are very supportive of my reign. I should say, if I feel like bragging a little bit about popularity, not that anyone ever does that, of course. Archive 3. I think I want the Elder Scribe here. This city is idle, might as well get a worker. Rancher was completed, nice. Yeah, more disciples. Alright, monasticism get. Awesome. Do we want to go toward vaulting? I suppose we might if we get an ambition for that. That would be helpful, but we don't really need it at the moment. What are we doing with that? Are we doing anything with metaphysics? Not really. But I guess let's start the run toward jurisprudence. Tower of Silence. Yeah, well, let's disappoint people. No, we won't be told what to do. So this is a territory of which city? Alright, this is Patron City. What can we do? Do we still have shrines to get? No, we don't. Alright, let's start with our academies, etc. So, academies here. University here. Oh, alright, there's a riverside spot here. Let's start it. We do have monasticism now, so we can get our monastery here. We should repair this slum at one point. Alright, let's start the monastery. Christian disciple. Oh yes, we can make monasteries here. I don't really want the gold, because if I'm grabbing the gold, I'd like it to be with this city. And this city is not Christian yet, so we cannot really push for that into efficient manner. I suppose I'm going to make, well, no, that's really stupid. If we can get a monastery in 2 years, we should try to get it in 2 years. Alright, we have an extra worker here that is not directly useful. We cannot yet start our university. We just got our library, and of course we're not yet legendary. Yeah, with that in mind, let's start the academy for now. Let's make a monastery as well here. That will help with our culture, as I was saying. Let's send this guy back. He's not needed to complete the camp. and that should be done soon enough. There are 4 workers. I'm missing 1 if I want to complete it in 1/3. I don't really need to complete it in 1/3. I'm not legendary anyway, so I'm not going to stress it. There, we don't really need that, so it can come in time. That is fine. With that in mind, I might start ministry maybe. Can I push culture a little bit more here? Not really. I have all my shrines. I would like. What is the last mythology religion? Judaism. Yeah, but we need tolerance to be able to make Jewish disciples. So unless it spreads naturally, of course. But the Holy City is quite a ways away, so might happen, but not very likely with 2 world religion only already in the city. We did get a few disciples, so we can accelerate that a little bit. So you see what I meant. With a builder leader, you can also stack disciples to accelerate the completion of religious improvements, which is very handy and very powerful. So this is what we are doing at the moment. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 shrines. We still need 1. Yeah, I'm going to just like put it wherever on a hill. That's singularly inefficient, but we still want shrines no matter where they go. The important thing is really that we get shrines. So let's do that. Let's road here because that puts this guy in range of this worker, so I can complete that next turn. They'll be available to go back and help improve the capital if necessary from then on. We got our elder specialist. I think we might want to work on our doctors. We have opportunities to make master elder doctors. I completely forgot. That was my plan last stream actually, and I entirely forgot about it. We already had 2 master doctors that we could have upgraded, but I didn't go there. We definitely had the money to invest and to pay for it. So a bit of well, lack of continuity on my part, but it's quite easy to remember whatever. It can be quite tough to remember what your plans were a few weeks ago, let's say. Alright, let's start to move back. I will want to heal as well this guy. Okay, the goals have been killed, so we are too late to get the spot, but of course our phalangites are more than able to deal with this rabble. This rabble of rebels. We'll do that soon enough. And let's just get a random treasury here, because we don't really have to care about that. Alright. Assyrians are dying, it seems. As one does. Alright. Let's get our nets, indeed. Additional farm as well would be nice here. Yeah, so much so that actually change that a little bit. We're not producing too much wood. Well, we're not producing enough, but we're not in a deficit either, so that's fine. Alright, 1 academy, 2 academy are going to complete next turn. No, this is a university, so this is our completed academy. We are going to get this one completed next turn, and yeah, we need yet another one. And this might be actually a fitting spot just because I have quite a few workers around. Yeah, and with that in mind, I would rather work here so that this synchronizes. Yeah, alright, that's done. You guy will complete that, and I will get my beloved shrines soon. Well, my beloved other shrines. Okay, these guys are inflicting damage. Well, not for long, I suppose. I'm going to disarm them just for the hell of it. But alright, we have eliminated the Thracians. What are we doing out of it? Yeah, a bit of research and extra culture, that's nice. Freeload monotheism, we don't want it. Yeah, sure. We can pay the orders and money. We have plenty, we have enough resources to afford that for sure. Alright, let's move on. Is this the last goal? No. I was wondering if we could get a goals elimination as well. But it doesn't appear so. Alright, let's get that. Get a camp. We do not yet have all our shrines, but this is going to happen soon. Which means this was a micro mistake, because I could have finished that. Yes, so I'll have more workers free next turn to do something productive. Yep, go here. Alright, and let's see what our... Alright, Elder Scribes, can I get an Elder something somewhere? Not yet. I suppose I will with the university next turn. But for this turn, let's just have a council as a consequence. Here we do get a worker. We are waiting for jurisprudence at this point to get Elder Monks directly. I'll pick a forum. And there we go. That will be the end of the stream. So I'll pick up the game next week, and hopefully bring it to a completion. We are not too far away from that, of course, as you can see. Syracuse is how many turns from? Is 6 years from being legendary, so we should be in a position to start a university there by that point. Of course, there is a slight possibility that we might get there a bit earlier. Culture rarely slows down. Well, it does not. So that's pretty much a guarantee. In 3 years we'll have jurisprudence. We will be able to get Elder Specialists quite quickly, including, if we need yet more orders, Elder Acolytes on our shrines, of which we have many, of course. That was the whole point of that ambition. I'll start the university here before I forget. And let's see what we want to do with our events. Probably not that much, but we'll see about that next week. So, see you then.